It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good evening. Welcome to Armstrong Park for the CVC softball tournament championship game. It's the CVC final as the 1 seed Allentown Redbirds will take on the Steinert Spartans. Tonight's game here on WBCB is brought to you by Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Saul Funeral Homes, thanks to Haldeman Ford, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trenton Thunder, along with the Hamilton Township's Division of Health, Hyundai of Trenton, DiLorenzo's, the Berg of Hamilton. Thanks to the Trentonian, this is the Trentonian pregame show. First pitch coming up in just moments. It's the CVC softball final here on BCB. Thanks also to the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office for helping to power portions of today's game as the starters for the Redbirds taking the field. And here they are. It's Angelina Minerva in center field. She's leading off. Kelsey Laughlin is pitching and batting second. Riley Daly is at shortstop. She will be hitting third. Gabby Tate is in right field batting fourth. Savannah Barry plays first base and she'll bat fifth today. Caitlin Frankowiak is playing third base and hits sixth. Ava Santani is their designated player batting seventh, with Caitlin Prekop doing the catching, batting eighth, and Natalie Mason playing second base tonight and hitting ninth. It's Sophia Renault out in left field for the Redbirds. She is their flex player for head coach Rich Dawson. And for the Steinert Spartans, they get set here today with Mia Pope at shortstop hitting first, Ellie Miller in the pitching circle, and she will bat second tonight. Bianca Walsh playing second base hits third, with Francesca Castellano doing the catching and hitting fourth. Madison Milton plays first base. She will hit fifth. Aaliyah O'Neill is at third base hitting sixth, with Danica Spack out in center field batting seventh. Victoria Poppert, their designated player, will hit eighth. And Lindsay Swizak is in left field. Swizak. She will hit ninth tonight. And Lauren Miller is out in right field as their flex player. Right now we rise and we will honor America with the playing of the national anthem before the first pitch here on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Welcome back to Armstrong Park as we get you set for the CVC softball final. Sometimes you get a chalky bracket, and the 1 seed Allentown Redbirds taking on the 2 seed Steinert Spartans. And Fish, we welcome you into our Trentonian pregame activities, and a lot of great storylines. It seems like these two teams are meeting on this stage on a regular basis here in the CVC final, and once again back at it tonight.
Well, yeah, there's a few great storylines tonight. Starting with the big one, can this outstanding Steinert senior nucleus of Ellie Miller, Mia Pope, and Bianca Walsh, can they finally win a CVC tournament after winning 3 straight state titles while coming up empty in the county conference tournaments? Their last local title was in 2022, the year before they went on an impressive state run. Then you have the Redbirds, who haven't won a tournament at this level since taking back-to-back crowns in 12 and 13. That's 13 years ago. And then the third interesting fact.
And we are underway a little bit early. Beautiful night tonight. CVC softball final here on WBCB.
Yeah, then the third interesting factor is that Allentown is considered the underdog when you go by the rankings, the state rankings. But it owns a 7-4 victory over the Spartans back on April 8th. So if you're...
Second pitch of the night fouled away by Mia Pope.
So if you're wondering, you know, if the Redbirds can beat a great team twice in one season, they already have done so by knocking off Robbinsville twice. So those are 3 things to look at there.
In the circle, Kelsey Laughlin delivers, and this one a fly ball to left, and drifting back a little bit, Sophia Renault, the flex player, makes the grab for out number 1. Well, Fish, both of these teams have had really quite a bit of success this season, and yeah, that's why you get the 1 and the 2 seed matching up at this level.
Yeah, we have the stage for a potentially great game. Two teams that have been outstanding the entire season. Steinert's number 4 in the state with a 18-4 record. Allentown's number 16 at 18-5.
Ellie Miller there delivering just a little bit high. Laughlin delivering high and wide to Miller as a pitcher-on-pitcher duel.
And if you're wondering why, let's wait for this pitch.
Fouled away.
If you're wondering why Steinert's 12 spots ahead of the Redbirds despite losing to Allentown, it's that Steinert has beaten the 2 teams ahead of it in the state rankings. Number 2, Mount St. Dominic, and number 3, Donovan Catholic. It lost to number 1, St. John Vianney. When you have wins like that, you belong in the top 5. They also own victories over Red Bank Catholic and Watchung Hills that are also in the top 20.
Laughlin fires, ground ball up the middle, and that will be through. A base hit for the Spartans. Ellie Miller, she's aboard, and she improves on her .383 batting average. Here is she's aboard with 1 away for Bianca Walsh.
Then you have Allentown. They've had success against high-caliber teams. Redbirds have 5 wins over 4 ranked teams, including Steinert, Northern Burlington, Cherokee, and Robbinsville twice. And how about this, Pilgrim? To give you an idea of how tough the schedule these 2 teams have played, the composite 1-loss record of the 5 teams that have beaten Allentown is 86-26. And the combined record of the teams that beat Steinert is 72-18. That pitch is low for a ball?
Just down a bit there to Bianca Walsh.
So both teams have toughened themselves up to where they're ready for a game of this magnitude. And let's face it, this is a high magnitude. The CVC has proven itself over and over again to be one of the state's best.
Laughlin winds, fires, misses outside to Walsh right there. So 2-0 count at the plate with 1 away here and 1 on.
Oh, sorry.
And Laughlin fires away, swing and a miss from Walsh. 2-1 count now to her.
The red-hot Bianca Walsh.
All right, so what do you think the keys are tonight for these 2 teams, Fish?
Funny you should ask, Pilgrim.
Well, that's in there for strike 2. 2-2 count now to Walsh.
Well, the first key to any softball game between 2 great teams, play airtight defense, don't give the opponent extra outs, don't walk people.
The 2-2 from Laughlin up high for ball 3, a full count here to Walsh, and so much is determined by the play of the 2 that are in the circle.
Yes, yeah. offensively, you got to make sure you can manufacture runs because these games usually tend to be close.
Payoff pitch, fly ball out to center left field, and Sophia Renal makes another catch.
That's a big out. Whenever you get Bianca Walsh out these days, it's a big out.
Yeah, she comes in tonight batting .468, but is retired on the fly ball. So 2 away, 1 on for Castellano.
But yeah, these are close games, so little things absolutely matter. And the pitching matchup, you would think, favors Steinert. Drexel recruit Ellie Miller's been lights out, 1.25 ERA, 165 Ks, and 112 innings. Kelsey Lachlan has been solid for Allentown, 2.61 ERA. She only allowed 2 earned runs against the Spartans. But she's not a dominant strikeout pitcher, so she needs that defensive support behind her. And what, did we miss a strike there to Castellano?
Yeah, 0-1 count here to Castellano. The next one,
well, both
1-1 count now to the catcher.
Both these pitchers need to try to keep the leadoff hitters from wreaking havoc. Mia Pope, the Marist commit, hitting .417 with 14 steals. Allentown's Angelina Minerva, .494 with 26 steals. They ignite these offenses. Keeping them off base would go a long way for both hurlers. Then you have other dangerous hitters. Allentown's Riley Daly hitting .520, 34 RBIs. If someone gets on in front of her, she's adept at bringing them in. Lachlan helps her cause at .412 and the team leading 4 home runs.
That one's popped foul and into the parking lot. Look out.
So Daly and Minerva are 4-5 in the CVC in hitting. For Steiner, as we mentioned, Walsh has been on a season-long tear. She's been complimented by freshman Madison Milton, the cleanup hitter, who has 23 RBIs and starting to find her stroke again. And the Spartans have a dangerous number 9 and Lindsay Swizak at .424. You have to try to control these.
2-2 pitch just misses.
I mean, you're not going to shut these hitters down completely. But if you can control them to the point where only one, you can stop a Pope and a Miller, but then
payoff pitch, sliced.
Oh,
A little short liner that is in and out of the glove of Natalie Mason, and safe at second is Miller, and Castellano is aboard at first base. So first and second for the Spartans with 2 down for freshman Madison Milton.
I'm not sure what they're calling that. They haven't put hit or error up on the scoreboard yet.
Well, it looked like that was a play that should have been made.
Yeah, I'm going with you on that one, pal.
And it was off the glove of Mason.
Yeah.
So Castellano reaches, and dangerous batter here, Madison Milton.
Yep.
And
She started out really red hot and then tapered off a little bit, but she's starting to come back now again in this tournament. So we have a conference at the Mount, huh? What do you think that's about?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Well, anyway, just to wrap up the
the keys to the game.
The keys to the game.
The fish keys to the game.
You're not going to totally shut down those big hitters, but if you can sprinkle outs between them and limit the damage that they can cause with a big hit, you have a shot at this game. Redbirds they can pop a long ball. They have 11 homers, and then you got Steinert. They just string together base hits for rallies. So, look, I'll tell you what, Chris. If this game lives up to its potential, it's going to be a classic.
Laughlin delivers low to Milton.
Hey, good. How are you? Good to see you.
2 on, 2 down. Laughlin winds and fires.
You never interrupted.
In there for a strike.
Say hi to you, Ms. Castellano. Yeah, Chris, it's go ahead.
Fouled back. And a 1-2 count here to Milton. Laughlin held Robbinsville to just 2 runs. As Allentown getting past them in that semifinal round, 6-2 in that game we had on WBCB, and Laughlin misses not by much, a 2-2 count to Milton.
One of the big things here is you would think, you would say, well,
Sent sky high out to center field. Minerva, though, she's back for it and makes the catch. So 3 fly balls for the Steinert Spartans for their 3 outs, a couple to left. and that one out to center field. Minerva takes care of it for out number 3, and the Spartans are set down in the top of the first without a run. They do get a hit, and they leave 2 runners on base. We're through a half inning here in the CVC softball final on WBCB, and today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. They offer a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. If you or a loved one are homebound, the division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that might be underinsured or uninsured, the divisions, they offer a routine vaccination for all kids, and most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of their free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health, experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information. For services and upcoming clinics, eligibility, that's all at hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton.
Wish to tell you that. Stay healthy, Chris Ermer. Little under the weather the other night. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, great to be here tonight. Beautiful night for this one.
It is.
I think it might have been
night.
allergies. You know, it's,
yeah. I got allergies. I'm getting this little thing in my throat. That's why all of a sudden it hits me so fast I can't even get my headphone turned off to you hear me hacking a little bit. Sorry about that.
Well, again, Allentown getting past Robbinsville 6-2. And for the Spartans, it was a 4-1 win over Notre Dame. And here for the Redbirds, they face Ellie Miller. It's Minerva, Laughlin, Daly here in the bottom of the first CVC softball final. Great to have you with us tonight as Miller winds and delivers in there, strike 1 to Minerva. Well, you mentioned her lofty batting average. She's set a tone at the top of the lineup here for this Redbird team.
She sure has. My goodness, 26 steals. That's hard at this level.
Got jammed there.
You know, you can't lead. You just got to be fast.
Well, you see the power from Ellie Miller right there. Kind of sawed off Minerva on that swing and jumps in front of her 0-2.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is the first CVC final that either of these two pitchers are pitching in, because Ellie Miller played the outfield her first 3 years behind Katie Simonka. And, well, actually, Steinert hasn't been in the finals in the last 3 years, and neither has Allentown. So even if they were pitching, even if Miller was pitching, she wouldn't have pitched in the final. But that's amazing, isn't it, Chris, that a team could win 3 straight state titles but not win their county or conference tournament? I wonder if that's ever happened.
Well, you know, I mentioned at the beginning that it seems like these two teams are always matching up in big spots and big games, and didn't realize that it had been a while since was in this game, the CVC final, that these two teams have met. Maybe it's been other places along the NJSIAA path.
Yeah, it's been a while. And Allentown, they won't play in the States this year. Allentown's down to Group 2. Matter of fact,
3-2. Check swing, foul ball down the first base line.
The brackets are out, and in the first round of the States, Steinert is the top seed, Central Jersey Group 3. They will host Pemberton. And Allentown they're the top seed in Central Jersey Group 2. They have a bye. So that's always nice.
We'll talk about nice. It is a nice night, and it's nice to see so many friends and family here. Oh, called third strike. Gets Minerva looking, and Miller starts off the night with a strikeout. 1 down, nobody on for fellow pitcher Kelsey Laughlin, who steps into the batter's box.
Yeah, Miller, she can run some deep counts at times, but she rarely gets flustered. She's just zoned in all the time.
Well, with Minerva had kind of an advantageous count and maybe trying to get her to chase some pitches.
Yeah. Yeah, and,
Misses the first ones here to Laughlin, 2-0 count.
You get 3 and 2 on Minerva. That's a little bit nerve-wracking because if you walk her, there's a good chance she'll end up on second.
So all those stolen bases, it's almost automatic that she's going to be off to the races. Swing and a miss there by Laughlin, 2-1 count. Righty kicks, delivers, swing and a miss.
Both of these teams have lost to St. John Vianney this year, which is the #1 ranked team in the state. But Steinert actually gave them a little bit better game than Allentown did.
2-2. Gave it a little bit of a look, but it just misses to run the count full.
You're right about the crowd, pal. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, I think.
And why not? Beautiful night and a great opportunity for these teams maybe to have a CVC title. Swing and a miss there, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Ellie Miller. One looking, one swinging, and up to bat now steps shortstop Riley Daly. Allentown led by Rich Dawson.
Richard Dawson?
Yeah, not that guy.
No. So if he has sisters on his team, do you think they always say he has to break up the family feud? He was in all kinds of game shows. He was in Match Game for a long time.
Well, I always think of Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes, yeah. Yep.
Any Hogans on these rosters? No.
A lot of heroes.
Riley Daly looking to be a hero as she gets her time at the plate here in the bottom of the first. 2 down, nobody on. And takes a called strike. And 2-1 count to Daly.
Oh.
A little change up there and a called strike. That is nasty stuff. Not only do you get the change of speed, but it hits the zone.
Chris, she was just paralyzing Notre Dame hitters with that changeup the other day.
She's pitched to a 1.25 ERA. And this one, line drive out to left. A good piece of hitting there by Riley Daly. She's aboard with a base hit for the Redbirds.
What a year she's having. She's headed to the University of Rochester.
Brings to the plate Gabby Tate. Well, Fish mentioned all the accomplishments for both of these teams, and really you look at their really neck and neck.
Yeah.
When it comes to power points, rankings.
Yeah.
That one rolls in there, and stealing second is Riley Daly. A little delayed steal.
Well, she saw the ball pop away from Castellano and kind of hesitated and then decided, all right, I'm going to go.
Well, a good decision there by Daly. She now is in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch. Down low for ball 2. Miller got the first 2 by way of strikeout. And then Daly with a base hit, stolen base. And ball 4 to Gabby Tate. Walks her. So first and second for the Redbirds. 2 down for Savannah Barry.
Both teams, first and second, 2 outs here in the first inning. Steinert couldn't cash in. Let's see if let's see if Allentown can. But I mean, you gotta take advantage of your opportunities, Chris. You don't get a lot, so when you get them, you gotta.
I know that was one of the things you pointed to in your keys to the game tonight, that, again, because these two teams are so evenly matched, because it is such a big game, you don't know how many chances you're going to get, so you got to seize them. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Mia Pope has it and throws out Barry for out number 3. So the Redbirds also get 2 on, but are also held without a run here in the first inning. They get a base hit, and they also leave 2 runners aboard. Though we're through 1 complete here in the CVC softball final. We'll be back to Armstrong Park in just a moment on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Welcome back to Armstrong Park, and the Steinert Spartans will send O'Neill, Spack, and Poppert to the plate here in the top of the second in a scoreless CVC final thus far. Laughlin winds and fires and misses up high. The Spartans, of course, led by Jen Melker. We had our pregame activities compressed a little bit because this game got started a little early. 1-0 pitch popped up, maybe in foul territory, and reaching for it. Riley Daly can't quite get there.
And she was
Great
going
effort.
for it all the way.
And gave it a full sprint. Gus the Bus, he was thinking about fan interference, but he said no.
Fan interference.
Yeah, he was going to reach over the
Oh,
fence.
Gus. Like that fan in Pittsburgh the other day?
Exactly. 1-1 delivery from Laughlin is up high to O'Neill. A couple of juniors and a sophomore here in this threesome before the Spartans. Lined foul, well hit by O'Neill, but couldn't keep it fair.
Yeah, she crushed that one. Tanked it.
Yeah, the 6, 7, and 8 spots in the lineup.
Well, it's like a summer night out tonight, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
It's unbelievable.
Thought it was going to be muggy and hot and warm.
No.
Nice that we are kind of in the prime time spot here. 7 o'clock allows all the fans to get here, and we really have some great energy around this one. Line drive to left. Renault drifts back and makes another catch, her third of the night, and that is out number 1 here in the top of the second.
Steinert's making some pretty good contact. That one that Milton hit, that was right up against the fence there, center field fence.
Yeah, and they've sent 3 out to left field that have all been well struck.
Yeah, that one especially, that kind of was like a liner off the bat, but
Well read by Renault out there.
What? That's what they say, Chris. Let them hit it. Let your defenders make the plays.
And again, goes back to another one of your keys to the game that you'd had to be clean defensively in this type of matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Spack shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 1. A 1-1 count.
You know, softball at this level, it's always, people are probably tired of me saying this, but it's always, they always say at this point, you don't win softball games, you lose them. You know, both teams are going to play really good, but one team's going to make that mistake that loses the game for them.
1-1 there, misses down low from Laughlin.
So if I do a game with you in the States, tell me not to say that.
Now just roll that out each time because
that's true.
There's truth to it. So
yeah, we could have different teams. So
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Spack as she swings through that one. Kind of maybe throw. I don't know. Got the bat out there to. Oh, now she has it on the shoulder. 2-2 pitch. Misses, not by much. Redbird fans were hoping for strike 3. Instead, the count runs full here to Danica Spack.
Both dugouts.
Laughlin fires away, and Spack stays alive.
Spack trying to slap that one.
Yeah, CVC final, and you get the energy from the friends and the fans and everybody, but from the dugouts, it is red-hot intensity from pitch 1 throughout. I mean, even before the game gets underway. Ball 4. Spack works a walk. And with one away, she's at first for their designated player, Victoria Poppert. Well, so far in the early going in this CVC final, we've had base runners in every half inning. But so far, nobody breaking through on the scoreboard. Fouled away by Poppert for strike 1. Chris Ermer with 4-time Hall of Famer Rich Fisher. Congratulations, Fish, on being inducted recently into the Notre Dame Hall of Fame.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
The 0-1. Sent deep to left, and that one is gone. Home run for Victoria Poppert, a 2-run shot, and the Steinert Spartans strike first in the CVC final.
How about that? Victoria Poppert, she was hitting 268, had just 2 extra base hits this season, a double and a triple, and just 8 RBIs, and she just unloaded on that. And we said that they've been getting some good balls out to the outfield, and Poppert finally took it a little further, got it over the fence, and what a huge early blow for the Steinert Spartans.
Well, that'll bring Swizak to the plate with the bases empty. Swizak trying to keep it going. The left fielder hitting .424 this season. Well, what a blast from Poppert. No doubt about it. And, yeah, sending a bunch of balls out to left field.
Yep.
That one had enough to make it a 2-0 game.
Poppert's been kind of quiet offensively this year, but she had a huge hit in last year's state tournament final.
0-1 to Swizak. Kind of jams her a little pop-up, and Natalie Mason makes the catch for out number 2. Swizak is retired. And back to the top of the order for the Spartans. Here's Mia Pope.
How nice is it to have a ninth hitter batting over .400 to lead into Pope, Miller, and Walsh and Castellano? That's pretty good.
This one in the air to left. Renault, she has been busy and makes another catch. And this one out number 3 here in the top of the second. Spartans strike for 2 runs, and they do so on 1 hit and leave the bases empty in the top of the second. It's a 2-0 game here in the CVC softball final. Tonight's game on WBCB, brought to you by Saul Funeral Home. Since 1899, proud to be part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home, a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website, saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor tonight's game, and hope you're enjoying the action. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, supporting tonight's game. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, they service all makes and models, and they're known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
So, Chris, we talked about, the big thing is you got to keep runners off base so the big batters don't make trouble. And what happened? A walk, and that walk ends up scoring on the home run. You don't give up that walk, and it's a solo homer, and you just can't walk people in this game.
Caitlin Frankowiak swings and misses at the first one. She sees from Miller as we're back at it in the bottom of the second. There's a called strike. And Miller jumps in front of Frankowiak. She'll be followed by Centani and Prekop.
Frankowiak having a good year, 338
Bouncing
average.
Ball up the middle. Nice scoop by Mia Pope. And a great job to get the out.
That's
A little short hop for Pope.
That's an average play for me.
Makes it look easy.
Yep.
That was not an easy play. One down.
No, she does make it look easy. She's so unbelievably smooth.
Santani here. Takes here from Miller.
She's a lot like a young Chris Ermer out there, I think. Smooth as silk fielder. Or at least Gus.
Yeah, I wish. I wish. Give that one to the bus.
The bus was a catcher.
Yes. Catcher and a first baseman.
Oh.
He played those classic positions.
Those classic positions that slow guys play.
Down low to Santani. So Miller has been excellent, but in danger of losing her first batter. And yeah, it's ball 4 to Santani. Tried to pull the string, and that one bounces up there. So Santani on first for Caitlin Prekop with one down here in the bottom of the second.
And that is the second walk given up by Miller. She's usually pretty good with her control.
We'll see now if the Redbirds can take advantage of the free pass like the Spartans did. Talk about the bloop and the blast. They got the walk and the blast.
Yep.
To jump in front 2-0 tonight.
We have the CVC baseball final tonight, too.
Foul ball popped up right at the plate. Nice job there by Castellano.
And Lawrence is leading Steinert 2-0 in the bottom of the second over at the Mayo Field at Veterans Park.
Prekop pops out, 2 down, 1 on for Minerva. This would be Natalie Mason.
Yes.
And we got the 9 spot before we flip the lineup.
Yeah, that's usually how it works, right? Unless they put in tournament rules here that we don't know about. Mason at 260.
.1-0 delivery whiffs at that one. A ball and a strike to Mason. Mason trying to keep this inning going, flip the lineup for her Redbirds. 1-1. Miller misses outside. Yeah, just 1 base hit and a couple of walks so far issued by Miller. And there misses down low to Mason. Expect her to kind of come right after her, attack these hitters a little bit lower down in the lineup.
Well,
and her 3-1. Missing. Ball 4.
Very un-Miller-like.
So Mason at first. That'll push Santani to second. And with 2 down, they do get the lineup flipped. Nice job there by Natalie Mason. And Minerva, who got caught looking her first time up.
Ellie Miller did not want to do that. Walk 2 people to bring the top of this lineup up with Minerva, Lachlan, and Daly. I mean, they're all 3 are dangerous hitters.
Now we're going to get a runner out there for Santani.
Who is that?
That is
Can't see your number.
Bella Maltese.
Oh, very good.
I think.
Yes, I believe it looks like number 10. Excuse me.
Yeah, they told me before we got started that we might see her running. No, I don't think that is Maltese.
Okay. Not the Falcon.
I think that is Annalise Simmons.
Well, if she comes around third, we'll know.
Yeah,
12.
Simmons.
It's number 12, yeah.
So Simmons running for Santani. But the big drama here is at the plate as Minerva steps in. 2 on, 2 down. And strike one. Nice job by Miller. Start Minerva off with a strike, try to jump in front of this tough batter who's got some serious wheels.
Yeah, she does.
Not that time. A 1-1 count, missing there with the second one to Minerva.
She is certainly not the biggest player on the field, but her bat packs a punch. Oh, did she hold up?
Walked up there, and she did check her swing. Yeah, I think that's a good call. They appeal. But the base umpire says, yeah.
If we have a good view of anything here, we have a good view of whether a left-handed batter goes or not, right down the left field line.
2-1. Popped up short, pop up on the infield. Bianca Walsh is there, and she makes the catch to retire Minerva and get the Spartans out of a little bit of a jam there. Unfortunately, feeling a little raindrops now falling.
What the heck?
As we wrap up the second inning, and Allentown Redbirds still held scoreless. They do get a couple of runners on, but they leave two stranded, and we're through two. It's a 2-0 game. The Spartans are in front of Allentown.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website.
Welcome back to Armstrong Park. We got a little bit of some raindrops, but now it looks like that may have just been a passing shower as we go to the top of the third. Ellie Miller, and a sharply hit line drive that was just foul by a little bit. This one she sends to left, and Renault under it and makes the grab, and one away here in the top of the third.
So as soon as I got my umbrella, it seemed to stop. But
Yeah,
wait, now
but
it's starting
then you
again.
came back and started up a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Oh, my.
A little bit of raindrops. Certainly nothing that is going to stop play, but does have us scrambling with our equipment as we're just out here in the elements, out in the open. In there for a strike to Bianca Walsh.
That first out was an F7, right?
Yes.
Something different.
Right. And then a half dozen of those already. We're just in the top of the third, and that one sent to the left, but will drift foul and out of play.
All we did was sit here and talk about what a glorious night it was.
Boy, and it was. But that is now past tense as this shower causing a little bit of havoc.
I think it's going to pass. I mean, it's a brightness all around.
And therefore a strike to Walsh. A 1-2 count. First time up, Bianca Walsh. Fly ball where? Out to left field.
Out to left field.
A lot of them head that way tonight so far. This one fouled out of play. And remains a 1-2 count. Kelsey Laughlin gets her pitch. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Do we think Sophia Renault may set a record for most fly balls caught in a CVC championship game?
She might here if it keeps going like this. Bianca Walsh says, I'll just smash this one right up the middle for a base hit. And she is at first with 1 down for Castellano.
Yeah, you're not keeping Walsh off the bases too long.
Castellano reached by way of error first time around. Well, again, that little minor shower has stopped now. Runner goes and a stolen base for Bianca Walsh.
Does it all.
Well, you mentioned that core of this Steinert Spartan team. Bianca Walsh right at the heart of it.
Yep. That is just her 3rd steal of the year.
The 1-0 upstairs. Ball 2 to Castellano.
And again,
well, you do it at the right time, right? CVC final, do it in the big game. They're not expecting you maybe to steal a bag.
Yeah, well.
And that ball is a fair ball down the third base line. Castellano will drive in Bianca Walsh and make it a 3-0 game. The Spartans extend their lead here in the CVC softball final.
And this is more how the Spartans get their rallies. They got the 2-run homer from Poppert in that second inning, but they usually start to string hits together, sprinkle in a stolen base.
Yeah, and that stolen base really leads directly to a run.
Yep.
As Whalen will take first for the catcher. So she is running at first with 1 down, and Madison Milton at the plate for the Spartans. Takes down low.
Milton sent one a long way to center field her first time up. Was caught at the fence.
A run here in the 3rd and a 2-run homer for the Spartans so far tonight. That one fouled back out of play by the freshman.
You have to wonder, Steiner, they saw Laughlin in that April 8th game. They made some mental notes and figured out a different way to approach her.
Laughlin winds and fires, ground ball, and Barry has it on a bounce, touches first base, and over to second. The tag is applied for the double play.
That was
some
nicely
nifty
done.
Defense by the Redbirds to get them out of the 3rd inning, but they do give up 1 more run. Spartans with Castellano knocking in Bianca Walsh. So that run comes on 2 hits in the inning, and they leave the bases empty as we're through 2.5 here in the CVC softball semifinal. And tonight's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. Just around the corner, another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships, as well as multi-game packages, are on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. And with over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go, check out Hyundai of Trenton at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. No one has the selection or the special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars. If you were ever thinking of a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now is the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. With over 1,400 tariff-free cars waiting for you to test drive now. Bottom of the third, and the Spartans now with a 3-run advantage. But they face the heart of the Redbird lineup. It's 2, 3, and 4. Laughlin, Daly, and Tate here to face Ellie Miller. And for the Redbirds now, looking for a response after Spartans plate another one. Check swing, that is in play. Bianca Walsh charges and flips over to Milton. And they get out number 1 as Laughlin grounds out. 4-3 put out. And brings to the plate Riley Daly.
Going back to that last inning, top of the inning, Savannah Barry with a really nice play. Handled that ball, stepped on first, and just kept her wits about her, made a really nice throw to second behind the runner.
Ground ball takes a weird hot on Pope, but she's able to glove it nonetheless and throw to get Riley Daly a 6-3 ground out for out number 2. Yeah, it took a little skip on her and came all the way up to shoulder level, but she makes the adjustment, and now nobody on for Gabby Tate.
And
Tate got one of the 2 free passes issued by Ellie Miller. She worked a walk her first time around.
Three free passes.
3 of them?
Yeah,
yes.
2 last inning.
Yes.
And here's the thing. Ellie Miller gave them some base runners, and they didn't capitalize. And if you don't capitalize sooner, she's going to start mowing you down later, because she starts getting in those grooves where she's tough to hit.
2-0 pitch is in there for a called strike to Tate. We mentioned this type of game, it's about taking advantage of your opportunities. They have not been able to take advantage of 3 walks.
Maybe
but
4.
There's another one.
Yeah. But 2 out
And
walks.
hold on a second.
Oh, is he going out foul ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that hit her.
Oh.
Calling it a 3-1 count. I think she thought that was ball 4, was only ball 3, and now it's a full count. All right, well, I don't want to jinx it, but it's back to being a beautiful night here after a, just a little low there to Tate, and she loses her, walks her 4th batter.
Tate twice.
And with 2 on, with 1 on, there's 2 down for Savannah Barry.
Yeah, 2 out walks aren't crucial. I mean, you don't want to ever walk people, but it's not as bad as a leadoff walk where you can try to work them around with some bunts and stuff.
Barry with a great defensive play to help get the Redbirds out of the top of the third. 1-0 is fouled back to the screen, helped author a double play. That might be one of those plays you look back on. I mean, it was a big turning point in that inning.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what could be a turning point, Pilgrim.
Now what can she do at the plate? Fouls that one back and out of play. Okay. I shouldn't have said anything. You're right, Gus. Gus just gave me a point because I think I just saw a flash in the sky. I don't even want to say that out loud. And I think the umpire also just saw a flash in the sky. And
that means a half hour.
He didn't hear me say it, Gus. He didn't hear me say it. Oh, the headlights. He's got to turn the headlights out. Some car, it's parked out. There we go.
It never fails. There's always somebody that does that every year. It's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, maybe the flash I saw was the flash of headlights. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Yeah, we'll take some sprinkles, but nah, we don't want no half-hour delays.
The 1-2 to Barry is fouled straight back. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Last time up, Barry with a ground ball to shortstop. 1-2. Line drive out to right center field, and that will fall into the gap. And around third, and scoring for the Redbirds is Gabby Tate. Savannah Barry with an RBI double.
Yeah, Savannah been finally. Allentown able to take advantage of one of those free. I said a 2-out walk isn't that bad, but it is when it's followed by a 2-out double. And great job by Allentown to take advantage finally of a free pass.
And really good base running there by Gabby Tate.
She was hoofing it.
Make it all the way around to home plate for the first run of the night for the Redbirds. And it's a first pitch strike now to Frankowiak.
See if that sparks the Redbirds a little bit.
0-1. In there for strike 2.
Kind of a delayed
That's what you want
call.
from Miller, yeah.
Yeah, right. Come right back and get ahead of the batter. You're right. That is what you want.
Attack the zone here, and there's fouled off. Frankowiak spoils that one.
Uh-oh. Is that Thunder?
Yeah, and now the umpires are indicating that they heard Thunder, and so we are in a delay, I believe. Oh, man, so what looked like a great night.
Yeah.
Got a little sloppy for a moment, and now is turning into a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Because when we get thunder and lightning delays, that is automatic half an hour to just make sure that the weather passes and everyone is safe. I think that's the standard protocol.
Yes,
that
it's a half hour, and if we go, if another clap of thunder or another lightning hits, the clock restarts.
Gotcha.
To a half hour.
Well, and unfortunately, there are some dark skies that are moving in this area. We do see also some clear skies. So you look in one part of the sky, looks great. Look behind us, you got some blue skies in some spots. But we are right now in a delay. So we will step aside for the moment. We will rejoin our stream when the game resumes. And we'll let you know as we go through the night. As soon as the game is back on, we'll be back with you. But who knows at this point, as we got a little thunder now, and I think I just heard another rumble of thunder. Meanwhile, a 3-1 game, and it's been great so far. And there, a little lightning flash that I think is going to make it a little bit more of a serious situation. People now starting to head to their cars. And really, we might want to think about breaking down our equipment if we get a blast of rain here, that could be a big problem. So I think we're going to step aside. We'll return here with more CVC softball final action if the weather allows here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come on. Additional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually appointments. WBCB Sports.com, your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.